Today I met with two Laramie residents, Allison Mears and Marge Murray, two social service workers who taught me a thing or two.
When Marge was growing up, Laramie was mostly rural.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it, you know? My kids all had horses.
There was more land. You could keep your pet cows, your chickens, your horses, you know? You could have a little bit more acreage.
Yeah, I could run around the house in my old togethers, do the housework while the kids were in school, and nobody could see me. But if they got that close.
Then that's their problem.
Yeah.
Just to make sure I got the expression right, all-togethers?
Well, yeah, honey, why wear clothes?
Now how's he going to use that in his play? Well, not just ranching. This was a big railroad at one time. Now, well, it's just a drive-through spot for the railroad. Now that they moved everything to Cheyenne and Green River. What was it in the 50s? Well, they had one big roundhouse. They had such a shop that can complete an engine.
They did. My mom worked there. She washed engines. Her name was Minnie.
I'll tell you, Wyoming is bad in terms of jobs.
Yeah.
The university has all the whoop-dee-doo jobs, and here in Wyoming, unless you're a professional, well, the bulk of the people here are working minimum wage jobs.
Yeah, I've either been in the service industry or bartending most of my life. Now I know everybody in town.
And she does.
And that I do, and I'll tell you, there's a difference in class level, and there always has been. It's always been about the well-educated and the ones who are not educated at all. The ones who are educated don't understand why the ones who are not educated don't get educated. That's why I told you before, my kids all had a fight because their mother was a bartender. Never mind, I was the best damn bartender in town.
And she was.
That's not bragging, that's fact.
But here in Laramie, if it weren't for the university, we'd just be SOL.
What's SOL?
Do I have to say it? Well, it's shit out of luck.
So let me just ask you, what was your response when it happened to Matthew Shepard?
Well, I've been close enough to the case to know many of the people. As to the gay issue, I don't give a damn one way or another, as long as they don't bother me. And if they did, I'd just say no thank you, and that's the attitude of most people in Laramie. Most of them say they would just say, I don't swing like that. Laramie is live and let live.
Oh, I've known Aaron a long time. I liked Aaron a lot. He was a good kid. That's why I was shocked when I heard this. I'm like, I know he was. He was living out far. At his trailer house, is what he told me. With this girl, they just started dating last summer. They must have gotten pregnant as soon as they started dating, you know, because they had a kid. He was only 21 years old, but he was running around with a kid. You see, that's the kind of person Aaron was, just like he was always dressed in like big clothes, you know? Like in Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, Gucci. At the time, I knew him. He was just like a young kid trying to, you know, he just wanted to fit in, you know. Acting tough, acting cool, you know. You could just get in his face about it and he would back down like he was some kind of scared kid.
Russell was just so sweet. He was the one who was the Eagle Scout. I mean, his whole presence was just like quiet and sweet. So of course it doesn't make sense to me, and I know people snap and whatever, and like, it wasn't a real intimate relationship. I was just his landlord. And I remember at this Christmas party, he was just like totally drunk, out of his mind. Like, we were all just pretty much party time, and he wasn't belligerent or anything. He didn't change. His personality didn't change. He was still the same little meek Russell. I remember him coming up to me and saying, "When you get a chance, Sherry, can I have a dance?" Which we never got around to doing that, but now I just want to shake him, you know? What the hell were you thinking?
Okay, sit down. Ready? Action. Action.
So this is a... Why are you laughing? So this is a big ranching town? Why are you laughing? That's not even funny. A big ranching town? Why can't you just say the line? Why are you laughing every time I speak?
I don't know. Bye.